Good morning, this is Wayne Bilal with a Smart Profit Maximizing Moment. Sorry we missed yesterday. We're going to do part 2 of 8 Secrets to Increasing Profits Now. Little recap, I started this last week, part 1, so if you go look, I think it's Thursday last week, just look up 8 Secrets of Increasing Profits Faster or something, whatever I titled this one, part 1. You'll find it on my blog, probably the easiest place to find it, on the YouTube channel also. Just on the blog, go to my website, wjb-cpa.com. There's some tabs across the top. The blog is one of the top ones. Like I said, as I said in that one of the most common complaints I hear from business owners, they're working harder and making less, all right? When I question them, they often tell me they've increased their sales, but are still making less money. Without even looking at their books, I can tell the problem is their gross profits have dropped, all right? And sadly, almost all business owners I start working with concentrate on the top line sales because it's something they can see. Gross profit has a lot of different moving parts and it's too big. I mean, I buy the product, I deliver it. What is it? Cost is what the cost is. You know, I have a checklist, coaching checklist with 52 ways to increase gross profit. So there is a lot of different ways to increase. Now, I've never seen anybody use more than 4 or 5, but I've seen as much as a 5 to 10% increase in gross profits. That's huge. If every dollar 50 cents is going to cost, if you can reduce that to 45 cents or 42 cents or 40 cents out of every dollar, that other 10 cents is going in your pocket. All right. In the first video, we talked about the first 4 ways to have a rapid and dramatic increase in profits. In other words, increasing profits like now, fast. First one was increasing prices. We're not going to get into that. Go back and read that. Second one was improving gross profits like I talked about. Third one was marketing your cash cows. And 4 was creating new bundles and widgets. Number 5, we're going to talk about creating new products. Think about that. You have the most important asset in your business. What is that? It's your customers. They already know you, like you, and trust you. So if you have something else that will solve one of their problems, they'd rather buy from you, all right? The key to development of a new product or service is to solve a pain point that your current customers have that is not being addressed right now or not being addressed well or efficiently, okay? What problem, and how do you find them? Well, meet with your current customers, your best customers, the ones that'll talk to you, and ask them, what problems are you having now with people in my industry and that we are not helping you with, that we are not helping you solve? Better way to word that. If I had a solution for that, would you be interested? Finally ask, how much would you spend to eliminate this problem? Tell them you're just doing market research. You're just trying to figure out. I've asked my business owners my business clients that questions for quite a few years. And I've discovered small business owners always answer the same thing. They want to pay less taxes. Who doesn't? They wish they had the better information to manage with, and they need to make more sales, and they wish they could expand and grow without killing themselves doing it. Notice those are 4 things that CPAs don't do normally. We do tax returns, we do financial statements, and we do bookkeeping. None of those are on that list. They know they got to do the tax return. That's a necessary evil. Financial statements required by the bank or the bonding company, another necessary evil. And bookkeeping is required because they need a tax return and a financial statement they don't care about. Notice what they talked about. They talked about paying less taxes. Okay, I got to file. No kidding. Let's pay less than we should. I'm in the middle of tax season time. In the last 3 years, I haven't even added up this year yet. In the last 3 years, we've helped our clients reduce their taxes by over $4.3 million legally. These clients are married to me. Nobody else is doing that. I don't mean they're married legally. What I mean is they're not going to leave me. I've made mistakes on other stuff, but because I save a client $500,000 or $50,000 at the end of the year, and I make things right, I'll pay the penalty if I make a mistake. They put up with me. And actually, they're willing to work with me because I help them save money. We help them also with the other things we talked about, all right? So armed with this knowledge, I've slowly begun developing and introducing products and solutions to the products my clients said they were willing to pay to solve. Seems pretty obvious, isn't it? The key is ask your customers what they'd be willing to pay for and give it to them. How hard is that? Next thing, number 6, increase recurring revenue. New business owners quickly miss the consistency of a regular paycheck. Every business has cash flow peaks and valleys. This creates stress when you're short of cash and can lead to excess spending when you're flush. Recurring revenue that you can count on receiving every month is key to eliminating the downtimes that are natural in every business and industry cycle. This predictable revenue stream greatly increases the value of your business. All right? Seriously, if you have a recurring revenue stream, your business is worth more and it's easier to run. Your goal should have enough steady income coming in every month to cover your normal overhead expenses. Every business can create recurring revenue. I have another coaching checklist where I have 22 or 23 ways to have increased revenue. There's basically a few different ways. Hard contracts, cell phones are a great example. This payment is locked in for a 2-year period. Auto-renewed subscriptions such as hard drive backups, Dropbox, things like that. Subscription boxes like Birchbox are also in this category. Support agreements, technical support contracts sold after a major product purchase or after any purchase that can break are a good option. Consumables, buy a coffee machine for home use and you will consistently need to purchase the pods. Okay. Monthly payments for required annual purchase. I use this for my large tax returns. All right. They basically, and I'll show, if you're ever interested, let me know and I'll show you. Monthly retainers, similar to what attorneys use. Our computer support company does this. They offer a package that includes priority service, regular backups, and up to 4 hours of support for a fixed price. All right, consider that. 7, cut your taxes in half in 6 easy steps. I told you I'm in the middle of tax planning time. I'm not going to get into that very much. The truth successful business owners learn the hard way is that Uncle Sam is your partner, but he's a bad partner. He does a little of the work in the business and demands a third or more of your business, a quarter or more, up to 40%. Smart business owners also understand that income tax is an expense like any other and thus should be managed. All right, smart business owners, well, number one, take mid-year and year-end tax planning seriously. After the first year, very little can be done to reduce taxes. I have a few things left in my pocket, but between now and the end of the year, people are always like, oh, it's late in the year, there's not much I can do. Yeah, there's a ton I can do. I mean, I had an appointment where I saved $40,000 in a 2-hour meeting. Is that worth doing? All right. Many tax preparers don't do tax planning. Understand when I'm working on your tax return, all I'm doing is I'm in compliance mode, making sure I put the numbers in correctly in a way that hopefully doesn't raise any red flags and gets you audited. Tax planning, I put a different hat on and I work to reduce your taxes while working within your business structure and not making you do stupid things. Smart business owners call their tax advisor before doing any transactions. Don't be like the guy that, talked to his golf buddy, took out money out of his pension when he was 59. The loss is 59 and a half. Cost him $5,000 because he didn't call me. Others, I've had many sold a rental property and didn't realize they were going to owe a ton of money because we had depreciated. Smart business owners keep good accounting records. Look, they don't drop off shoe boxes full of receipts to their tax preparer. I won't even take them. I'll send you to our bookkeeper that we outsource. All right, simple as that. Truth of the matter is, if you want to have a good tax, truth of the matter is, if you have good books, you're going to pay less. It's simple as that because you're going to deduct everything you want. You should. I think a lot of people think, oh, I just won't report on my income. Yeah, might as well do it right and take all the legal deductions. Smart business owners get their tax returns done early. All right, I looked at it, 90% or more of the mistakes I make are in the last 4 or 5 days before deadline because we're just kind of trying to get a return together. Don't be one of those. And truthfully, you're going to have a hard time coming with us in the last 4 to 5 days because we're probably not going to do it. We're going to file an extension or you're going to be late if it's already on an extension. Number 5, smart business owners save for taxes as they earn the income. Uncle Sam's motto is pay me now or pay me more later. All right, so you might as well get in the habit. One of the things I do when I sit down with my business owners is calculate what their percentage they should be sending. So if they bring in 500, let's say $1 million to keep the math straight, and they owe 50,000 at the end, that's 5%. So they take 5% of everything they collect every week and put it in a tax account. Smart business owners get a basic understanding of the income tax law. Not trying to make you an expert, but if you know, you can't win at the game of taxes if you don't know the basic rules, all right? Many of my clients are very skeptical that these 6 steps really cut their income tax by such a large amount until I show them my results. I got a consulting company that saved over $244,000, a 54% tax reduction from the first estimate. Retail company, $108,000, 67% reduction. Dental office, $25,000, that's 28%. Imagine what you could do with only the $25,000 that you didn't send to the IRS. All right. Number 8 is using the 10% formula to thrive during good and tough economic terms. Business owners rightfully see their businesses being affected negatively by increases in federal and state taxes, see their businesses being affected negatively by tougher rules, more audits. All right. Luckily, tax rates have come down, regulations have come down. I'm seeing my business owners do a lot better this year. Almost all of them are doing better than they have in the past. All right. So what is the best way? In order to thrive or strive in tough or good economy, the business owner must become a profit coach for his or her business. Most business owners do not know that there is a formula and a process to improving profits. I express the formula as below. If you can create a 10% increase in qualified leads, a 10% increase in the conversion of these leads into paying customers, a 10% increase in annual sales amount per customer, getting them to come back more often and buy more, a 10% increase in customer retention, a 10% increase in referrals from current customers, that equals way more than a 10% increase in sales without marketing. If you can add to that a 10% increase in gross margin, a 10% increase in gross margins, or a 10% decrease in cost, product cost and delivery, and a 10% decrease in overhead and income taxes, this equals a massive increase in profits. You just have to understand the formula. All right. But most business owners are so busy working to put out fires, they're not working to improve their profits. As simple as that. All right. Coming up the rest of this week and into next week, I'm going to dive deeper into that profit formula, because that's a key one. You need to become a profit coach. Out of all the other things, the first 7 are easy. There are things you can do like that. This one takes some work, and we're going to be working on it. And starting in January, we're going to have a serious coaching program put together. And I'm going to be calling my clients, and you need to pay attention, because this is going to be an opportunity to make 2020 your best year ever. Thank you very much.